Hi friends, Kristine McKinley here with the Orlando Real Estate Chicks, and today I'm going to take you through my newest listing. We're going to do a full house tour, and I don't always do house tours. I usually do more like educational videos for people who are relocating, but I'm really highlighting this house because this is quote unquote affordable for Seminole County. This is a house with a newer roof, newer hot water heater, newer AC. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So this isn't like a 2-1. This is a home that a family could live in. It is $375 in Seminole County. It is in Casselberry, Florida. I'll get into more of that in the video and I'll show you everything about the house. But I really wanted to highlight this. I'm going to take you through a tour first, and then at the end of the video, I am going to break down what the payments would be and what is considered affordable in today's housing world here in Seminole County. Now, I'm going to break down what your cash to close would be and your monthly payment at 3.5% FHA, 5%, 10%, and 20% conventional. So we're going to go through those few. If you have any questions about payments, please drop them below. And if you're curious about this home or any other home in Seminole County, or if you're making a move in or out of Seminole County, I am your girl. Reach out to me in the link below and let's schedule a call. Hi friends, sorry to interrupt my own YouTube channel, but I have something really exciting on the horizon that I wanted to share with you. Obviously, buying here in Florida is super different than wherever you are coming from. It doesn't matter what state you're coming from, buying in Florida is completely different. We have different property taxes. We have a different insurance market that's unlike anywhere else in the country right now. We have homestead laws that are completely different. We have hurricane disclosures that are different, flood zones that change block by block, and you just don't know what you don't know yet. And that's exactly where people lose money or lose the house, or both. So I'm hosting a free live webinar. This is going to be October 5th, 2026. And it is called How to Relocate to Florida 101. It is going to be 1 hour. I'm trying to make this super easy for you guys. We're going to go over the entire purchasing process from searching for a home all the way to closing, how it works when you still have a home to sell in another state. Plus, I'm going to have a lender on with me, and they're going to cover Florida down payment programs, which those change, and closing costs, then a live Q&A. If you are serious about purchasing a home here in Central Florida in 2027, this webinar is going to gear you up perfectly. And this is the hour that saves you from every one of those surprises. That's my favorite thing. I don't like any of my clients to be surprised or shocked at all during this whole process. Spaces are limited, so email me at christinesalesorlando@gmail.com or scan this QR code right now before you click away, because it is going to fill up. See you there. Okay, so pulling into the neighborhood here, this is where the house is at that I'm about to show you guys. This is Casselberry, but very close to Winter Springs. So that guy just waved at me. He probably saw my camera. This is the Deer Run neighborhood, which is a huge neighborhood, very close to Tuscawilla. Great part of town. This is Seminole County, so this is going to be Seminole County schools, which everyone really loves. And we are pulling up on the house here. This is my listing. I'm here to get media for it. We're about to go live in 2 days. So as part of what I do, I get all of the video of the house. Hi friends, I am here to show you, please hold, one of my newest listings. I am in Casselberry today, which is kind of a smaller town if you've done any research on Seminole County. And let's say you're getting priced out of Oviedo, getting priced out of Winter Springs, Casselberry is going to be your next to go to. So I'm about to put this one on the market. By the time this hits YouTube, you will, it'll already be on the market and maybe already pending, because I'm pricing it pretty competitively. But this is just to show you what something under $400,000 is going to get you in Seminole County. I would say that Casselberry is one of the more affordable areas in Seminole County. So if you are someone who's looking for more of an affordable option, because what is affordability anymore, this is going to be one of the best areas for you to be looking. So I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you this one. Of course, if you are looking in the area, I do have more that are coming up that are like this. So reach out to me, hit the link in my description, and let's connect and let me know what your budget is and I will be on the lookout for you. All right. Or we can set up a call if you're like thinking about moving into the area and you like a house that's like this. I'm your girl. All right, let's check it out. So coming up through the front here, this one's kind of like a side entry. All the neighbors are so cute. Lots of pride of ownership here. The house across the street is it's completely redone. There's not a lot for sale in here at all. Actually, right now there's nothing on the market, which is really good for whenever you're selling your house. We don't like there to be any competition. So you kind of come in and there's like this little foyer. One second, I'll turn you around. There's kind of like this little foyer, which is nice. So you're not just like immediately entering into the house or anything, like the living area or whatever. And then let's go into the garage. Oops. Okay. It's like Kristine proof. There we go. The garage really isn't anything to write home about, but it's right when you walked in. We do have some shelving here. And then in Florida, all of our AC units, well, most of our AC units are in the garage. And then we have washer and dryer and then access to the yard there. So coming back in, you have a little coat closet, which in Florida we don't really need. It's kind of like our vacuum closet where you can keep all that kind of stuff, like your cleaning supplies. This kitchen's nice, especially for $375. If you guys are looking for houses that are around $300 on the market, around $400, it's really, really hard to find something even decently upgraded. So at least here we have everything. You have your pantry here to the right. And then this is one of the first bedrooms that we have. This seller had it as her office. I'm hiding because I'm in casual clothes today because I'm just doing media and everything, and it's really hot here in Florida. But I love that they put this barn door here because that's kind of a tricky bedroom, but it still counts as a bedroom because it has a closet. And then this is just the living room. You have kind of like your dining room here. And they just painted the whole inside of this house, so it's a very crisp, nice paint. And I love the modernized fireplace here. And this is the view from the other side. So all tile, no carpet. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments because I have a lot of people who do want carpet, especially in the bedrooms. And I'm gonna save the backyard for last because it's one of my favorite spots. So if you don't care about this house and you don't care about the inside and you just want to see the backyard, scroll all the way over and I'll show you guys the backyard. And then in all the closets, there are some custom built-ins. These are real wood and this goes back pretty deep, so that's nice. Great linen storage. Here we have a room to the right and the left, and then we have a bathroom in the middle. So I'm gonna go to the right, which is the master. Vaulted ceilings in here. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's very nice and bright in here. There's so many windows and all these like French doors, so I love that. I'm gonna back up all the way, that way you can see. And I'm not someone that loves carpet, so I love that this has tile throughout. And of course, one of the best parts about this house is this master bathroom. Let's see if I can get in here a little bit better for you guys. Super cute vanity. And then these floors are awesome. They're kind of like a tile. It's like a dark gray wood look tile. And then this door leads you out to the patio. Very modern shower here, good size. Got some shelving. And I just love this has no seam. This kind of like corners. It's like a no seam, all glass look, very modern. Love it, love it, love it. So back through the master, you can see this is a really good size. And then she had this like fan contraption up here. It's kind of like a modern fan thing. Doesn't take up too much space. And then this is the third bedroom. All good sizes. And then there's custom closets in each, so I'll show you that right now. Love. Yes, that really optimizes the space, so I love that. That is also gonna be really hard to find something under 400, so. Okay, show you the guest bathroom. I think this is so cute. They replaced the mirror. They did some shelves here, and then a nice newer updated vanity. Still have tile in here. And then this is the shower curtain, but they just kind of kept the white plain tile, which is fine. Buyers can update that as they want. Of course, a medicine cabinet, so some extra storage. And yeah, we're in Seminole County. Obviously, this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, which you've seen. We are in Casselberry, right on the border of Winter Springs, though. And then let me show you guys the backyard. This is perfect for dogs. And actually, I grew up taking my dog to a turf dog park, and I loved it because she was never dirty, which was like the best thing ever, having a puppy. But this part is screened, and all the screens are intact, which is great. And this is a pretty big space. If this was all dirt, that would be not that much fun. And I love that they kept the palm tree here, very Florida. And as you can see, this is just really private. You cannot see into anyone's house. No one can see into your house. I really love whenever you have a 1-story house and then there's like a 2-story behind you. I feel like people can just like look down upon you. And this porch is huge. This is very calming, very relaxing out here. So you have, that's like the master bathroom. That's the door to the master bathroom, door to the master here, and then door to the living room. So if you guys have any questions about this house, please let me know as soon as you can, because by the time you see this, it might be sold. I'm gonna try to get this up on YouTube ASAP, but I am doing an open house this weekend and I'm expecting a lot of people. I also posted this as a coming soon because we can do that now, which is really exciting. And I've already been getting calls about it. This is just a tricky price point in Seminole County, especially, I mean, really all over Central Florida, but especially Seminole County, because it's kind of like your entry level for a single family home. Can you get a townhome or a condo that is cheaper? Yes, but not by much, especially a 3-2. So this one's priced really, really well. It is priced to sell. I know that's like a little tacky, a little cringy to say because like every realtor says that, but this one really is priced to sell. So if you're curious about this or any other houses in all of Seminole County, Winter Park, and Maitland, reach out to me in the link below. If you're a first-time home buyer and you want something that's exactly like this, but maybe by the time you saw this video, this house is sold, click the link below. Let's set up a call and get you on track to get something affordable like this. Bye. All right, so back in the office and let's talk numbers. So on a single family home like this home in particular will be FHA eligible. Not every home is FHA eligible. It will be VA eligible. And then of course you can do a conventional loan. And of course you can pay cash, okay? For those people that got it like that. So let's talk about an FHA loan. So today's rates, we are in early-ish to mid-August. Today's rates for an FHA loan is 6.25% for a 30-year loan, okay? So FHA, it kind of stands for first-time homebuyer loan, but it actually doesn't. You don't have to be a first-time homebuyer to use this. You do have some other things that you have to be eligible to get this loan. But this is a really good loan if you feel like your credit score is maybe not where you want it to be. So if that could be you, then you would have a down payment of 3.5%, which is $13,125. Now, I'm not a lender, but this is a really good rough estimate, okay? I'm not like thousands of dollars off. I could be like a few $100 off or $100 off, but That is what a lender comes into play for. This is just educational. With that FHA loan, you would have your closing costs at just over $6,000, so $6,150. You also have something called prepaids and escrows. We can go into that in a more, detailed phone call, something that's like personal to you, but that would be a total cash to close for a home in Seminole County, Florida of $25,650 plus or minus, okay? That's FHA. That's going to be your most affordable thing. However, with FHA, you will always have something called PMI, which is an added onto your mortgage, a little bit of payment every month. Could be $75, could be $150. I don't know. That's what we really have to talk to a lender about, because I stay in my lane and I let them stay in their lane, okay? So that is the most affordable route. With FHA, your PMI never drops off, okay? With a conventional loan, if you are putting down less than 20%, you will also have PMI. However, there's a chance that it can drop off once you have 20% equity in the home. That can happen with making payments until you have 20% equity, or if the market rises so that the home is now worth much more, you can get that PMI dropped. So let's go into that. If you want to do a down payment of 5% conventional, that would be $18,750 for your down payment. And that would be a total cash to close of $31,250. And again, there are pros and cons to FHA and conventional. You will have to talk through that with the lender. If you need one, reach out to me in the link below. But I would say with conventional, I don't think one's better than the other necessarily, but you could get that PMI dropped off. So your monthly payment would be lower. Now, for the FHA, I'm kind of cheating here. So for the FHA, that 3.5% down, your total monthly cost is $3,100. For the conventional 5%, it's $3,129. So that's because the rate for conventional is a little bit higher right now. The rate for conventional is 6.75%. Whereas FHA is 6.25%. So that's the biggest difference. So if you're looking to put the least amount down, we can talk through those pros and cons, but you are looking at 3.5% or 5%, okay? Now, if you got some more cash saved and you want to put down more, that way your monthly payment is less, let's talk about what 10% down conventional looks like. So 10% down of $375,000 is $37,500. That's just your down payment. Of course, we have the closing costs. So your total cash to close is around $49,850. And that would be your monthly payment of $2,943. So you have to weigh the pros and cons. You can see that it's only about $200 less a month if you put down 10%. You have to decide if that's worth it for you. That still has PMI, okay? Let's talk about 20% down. This is where it really makes a difference. If you put 20% down, we are talking $75,000 for your down payment and a total cash to close of $87,000 in order to get into this home. That's a lot of money, but your monthly payment is around $2,616. Now, my monthly payments are an estimate more than the down payment. The down payment is just a percentage of the loan, but the total monthly payments are estimates because there's a few things that depends. First of all, your credit score. Number two, your debt to income ratio. So how much debt you already have. If you have a really big car loan, that's going to depend. If you have credit cards, that's going to depend. So that's all going to change, and that's going to impact your interest rate. Then we have property taxes. So we'll see what property taxes do. There's a lot going on right now with property tax talk. Check out my other videos if you don't know what I'm talking about. Home insurance, going to depend on your home insurance. I am someone who wants to pay the least amount for home insurance, but I have some clients that they want to feel really protected, so they go for a higher premium. That's going to increase your monthly payments because you pay for your home insurance every month. It's broken up. You don't pay at one time. Then, of course, your mortgage insurance, which is that PMI. You're gonna have that unless you put 20% down. No matter what, there's no way around that unless you put 20% down. So the monthly payment is more of an estimate than your cash to close. So if you have any questions about this, reach out to me. And of course, if you have any questions about homes in Seminole County, moving, cost, price of things, closing costs, down payment, reach out to me using the link below. You can also shoot me a text or an email. We can set up a whole Zoom call. I love to do that with especially my first time home buyers, or if we don't know each other already, love to do that. Would love to get to know you and see how I can help. Have a good day. Bye.